So I don't have a party blower. Actually, no, I might have something that might be better. Hold on. Eh? Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's eMBeaR, and you can just call, you know what? Just call me Mike. Just call me Mike. That's my name, okay? And it's been 3 whole years since I started this channel. I started this channel, let's take a look here. I started this channel in November 17th, 2014. 2 days ago, you know, I'm a little bit late. I procrastinate stuff, you know, I like to sleep in a lot, and that's probably a genetic thing. I blame my parents for that, okay? It's not my fault, it's genes and the way I was raised. I don't know. But I just had to thank you guys so much for these past 3 years. They have been the wildest journey of my life, by far. I've done my fair share of adventure. I've done rock climbing, I've done 100-mile hiking, I've done multi-day backpacking trips. I've done a lot of things. And this is definitely by far the hardest journey out of all those, but it was worth it. It was all worth it. Now, I've only been full-time on YouTube for, I think, about a year now. I was looking back at older videos at my 100,000 subscriber mark, which was a year ago. A year ago, I was 100,000. So we've doubled since that 2-year mark. So congrats to you guys. Thank you so much for joining in, clicking subscribe, thinking that I'm worth, you know, the time to scroll down and click a button. Thank you. I'm just glad that there's enough people out there that enjoy the stuff that I do, enjoy, you know, the content that I put out, and come back. You know, people that come back. And we have a pretty tight core community. Like, I see a lot of the same faces in the comment sections and definitely in the live streams. And don't think that I don't recognize the names. I scroll through them every day. I don't reply to every single one. I try to reply to a bunch of them. But the way YouTube is now, it doesn't keep my comments at the top. It like just kind of scrolls down and they get lost or whatever. But I appreciate it. I really do. These things take a lot of time and effort, especially like all the ones with multiplayer, highly edited stuff. You know, it's not an easy task, and it's taken a lot of time to learn the craft of video editing and you know, really discipline myself to do things every day, even when I don't want to, even when I just want to. Like I said before, I'm a huge fan of sleep. I just want to go to sleep and stay asleep for, you know, 12 hours at a time. When in reality, I know that I have to get up. You know, starting this out, I've said this many times before, I wasn't really expecting much. It was more so just a place for me to just put videos for my friends to watch. I wanted to capture the moments that we had playing together, specifically me, Dan, Dave, and sometimes our buddy Rob, and just have those moments to look back to and remember. And eventually it caught on with other people. You guys connected with it as well. You were like, this is great stuff. And some people, it would remind them of how they played games with their friends, or if just like an entertaining thing to watch. Either way, thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out. And things have gone up and down. YouTube is definitely a roller coaster, a huge one. And every YouTuber will tell you that, especially in these times, you know, with the adpocalypse and the scary stuff happening. Ooh, but you know, it's just nice to have a community that has your back, and a community that you can really like. You don't think about it until the tough times happen, when you know, all the people come out of the woodwork and just really voice their support and really show it and stuff. So I wanted to just, from the bottom of my heart, thank each and every one of you. You know, whether or not you are a ghost viewer, and that's what I call people that don't like comment or, you know, anything. They just kind of like watch the videos. Or if you're a very vocal one and you know, join in on the live streams and you type as much stuff as possible. You know, I don't know, but just thank you all. Thank you all very much. And I don't want to get too far into that. I mean, it's beating a dead horse at this point. Everybody knows about, you know, the rough times on YouTube, and things are changing and stuff like that. But I think that things are starting to go on an upswing a bit as far as like ads go. I mean, you know, YouTube, they have to tread very, very slowly because they're affecting millions and millions of people, you know, with one step. So they got to tread very slowly and be sure. And when they make a mistake, they get reamed for it. So, you know, they got to be careful. But with that being said, the YouTube algorithm bot it's bad. Anyways. back to thanking you guys. My channel's changed a lot over the years. It used to be a channel that it was just random clips and I would put them together and upload it. And I didn't even used to use like music or effects. In fact, I didn't even know how to like balance my audio. Like if you look at my most earliest video, which is actually Assassin's Creed, as weird as that is. I didn't even have a thumbnail for it, and it's at it's only at 3 minutes long. That's funny to me. I don't know. I didn't know anything about YouTube at this point. It was just me and my friends having fun in Assassin's Creed Unity. And that was kind of like the perfect gateway game, honestly, for this kind of stuff that we enjoyed. Because it was, if you didn't play it, it was broken. It was very, very broken.
On your screen, is there a civilian out here with us?
Yeah. No, I'm disguised as it now.
Yeah, on my screen, there's no person. There's just dead bodies and cats and you.
Welcome. Like you can barely hear me. It was all just like one stream of audio, so I didn't know how to like balance the audio correctly because I couldn't hear myself, and it was weird. Oh, I got the little watermark down there too. Just in case y'all wanted to steal it, you can't. I got that right there. And then from there I went to GTA, but like looking, like just scrolling up, I can see myself and how I learned, you know, like how I learned my edits, how I learned my thumbnails and stuff like that. And I was obsessed with learning on how to edit and how to improve my videos and stuff like that. Those were good times. Those were really good times. And I'm happy to say that I think that I've improved my editing and my banter and my everything involving video on YouTube. We're at 795 videos. Just thinking about how much time I've put into each video, and then times 795. These 3 years have been insane, and I wouldn't change it at all. I would spend that time and more, you know. It's just something that it's become a part of me, really. It's a part of my everyday life. It's who I am, really, at this point. And it'd be weird to not be a part of YouTube, to not be a part of this community. And just looking back and seeing all my milestones, it's a reminder of how much I enjoy this, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. And you know, I really do hope to do this for longer. I hope to do this for many years to come. But you gotta adapt, you gotta grow, you gotta get bigger and better. And I'm still trying to do that. I mean, I even created a second channel that for more stuff, for more content, kind of the stuff that I used to do back in the day. So I'm excited about that. It's a fun project. It's something to kind of refresh myself. Because after a while, things get a little cookie cutter, a little stagnant for yourself. So I needed to change it up a bit, add something else, add a challenge, really. Add something that was a challenge for me and a creative outlet, really. I believe I've done this before too, but I'm gonna do it again just because it's a very important thing for me. Without my friends, without my people that I recorded with, I wouldn't have gotten to where I was today. Not only because of the fact that they've helped me along and they've given, you know, just pointers and tips and stuff like that to help me, I wouldn't have been able to figure out YouTube by myself whatsoever. But the fact that they just, you know, they brought the best out of me as well. Like I have my best recordings and everything, and the most fun really when I'm recording with other people. It's fun to just go back and forth. It's a big energy, you know? Instead of just sitting there by yourself thinking like, oh, I gotta be funny. Where's the next joke? What do I do? What do I say about this thing? What do I do? Instead, you're just sitting there having fun with your friends. And that was the main thing of the channel, was just to, that's why I say keep having fun and like, just keep doing something that's fun for you. Don't just, you know, do something for the sake of doing it. I don't know. So I'm just gonna go through all the people that have inspired me, that have helped me along the way, that have really been a very integral part of this channel and my life, really, these past 3 years. Because without their experience and, you know, being with me, the channel wouldn't be what it is. It would be something very different, I think. So obviously you guys know Ray fella. Hopefully you do, at least. He is a genuine dude. He's really, really talented. He's boisterous. He has energy. And Ray, if you're watching out there, you have what it takes. You have what it takes. You've been doing this a long time, and I know you get, you know, down on yourself and you get worried and you get, you know, that weight on your shoulders and on your mind, but you have what it takes. I've seen you when you stop psyching yourself out. I've told you before, watching that 1 hour Dark Souls that you did, I was impressed by how smooth it was, like by how good it was. But it just, you sitting there for an hour, literally talking for like an hour. I think there was one cut because you had to go to the bathroom or something. I don't know. You were very talented. You're a great guy, an amazing friend. I wish that we had more time for each other, because I miss you and Bo, which is my second person I'm gonna talk about. Bo, Zalto Man, he is one of the most genuinely funny guys that I've known since starting YouTube. And he was one of the first people that I actually got in contact with, and it was through Ray fella. Ray was kind of like the glue of the group. One of the most unique people. He just has a cool style about him. Like, his videos have an awesome style. I've definitely taken inspiration, let's just call it inspiration, from his channel and imported it into mine, and it worked out. I'm really glad I got to know you guys. I'm really glad that you took a chance on me when we first were starting out YouTube, and we kind of bonded over Dying Light. And I probably should have mentioned before all this, Dan. Like, Dan is the #1 for sure. He's been my best friend since, sorry, Ray and Bo, I mean, he's gotta be #1. He's been my best friend since 6th grade. And you know, it's the reason why I started the channel. You know, him and my other friends, just the way that we played games, you know, growing up, you know, 6th grade or whatever, you're just drinking sodas and having fun and breaking games and, you know, being competitive with each other, but not in a fun way. And like, his laugh and his, just the banter between us and like what we would just do in games. Like, we would just be silly. And that was the funnest times of my life, was just having those sleepovers where we would just be up all night playing games, doing whatever, just being guys. Kygo the Midi. We got Kygo the Midi. Probably one of the most genuinely nice guys I've ever met, and he's probably gotten that a bunch. He's probably sick of being called the nice guy, but he is just genuinely incredibly nice, incredibly funny, very witty, and he's doing something really, really impressive. I almost think of it as like a social experiment in a sense. Like, he's taking a game that's notoriously toxic, and he's trying to make a community that's you know, caring and nice and you know, isn't salty, isn't toxic, isn't any of those things. And I applaud him for that. That's a hard, really hard thing to do. And he's popping right now too. He's doing really well. He's I remember when we met and he had less, you know, subscribers and stuff, and he just took off. He just exploded. He's almost at double the size of my channel now. So, I mean, he deserves it by far. If you haven't already, go check him out. He's incredibly funny. And I think what connected us was a similar sense of humor. We just laugh at stupid crap. Like, it doesn't make sense, and it's just silly guys just being silly. We're silly guys. We have the act boys. I'm not entirely sure how I met these guys, actually, to be honest. I think it was through Rifty first. We randomly recorded with Rifty, me, Ray, and Bo in a Gmod, which was kind of like a mess of a time, but it was great. He's kind of like my you know, unofficial little brother. I give him a bunch of crap, and he takes it in stride. Hopefully he doesn't talk about me behind my back too much, but he's incredibly talented for his, all of these guys are incredibly talented for their age, besides Kugo. He's as old as I am. But it's weird to think about how young these guys are. Like, Rifty is 19 or 18 or something. He's 12. He's 12 years old and he's doing this. Honestly, I just love the way he screams. His screams get me every time. They tickle my tummy, you know? They're just, sometimes there's a voice crack in them and it just, woo, it's so good. And he's an incredibly talented guy. He used to do animations and stuff like that. I couldn't even like begin an animation. I'm trying to figure out SFM, source film maker, and I don't understand it. So he's got a bright future ahead of him, huge bright future. And he's doing something now that he's way more passionate about than he was before. He started a new channel and it's Overwatch based and he loves it. And I'm so happy for him that he's doing something that he loves and it's working out for him better than what he was doing before. I mean, not to say that I didn't love what he was doing before, but just this is definitely more him. And then from there, I think it led to Oompaville and Swollen Gamer. And Oompaville, oh my God. I mean, you guys know Oompaville. He's the most energetic, on point person I've ever met. He has the most animated personality. It's like if you took a cartoon, ripped it into the real life, and then put the energy of Jim Carrey, balled it up, and stuffed it inside of a person. That is Oompaville. That's the best way I can explain it. And he has the editing skills to boot. He has the full package. Can he sing? Can he act? I don't know. Extremely talented. He's probably, like, back in the day, we all thought that he was gonna be at 1 million subscribers before any of us, and that's probably gonna be true. So look out for him. He's definitely like the next face, big face of YouTube gaming and just YouTube in general, I feel like. Then we got the Swollen Gamer, the Swollen Gravy. Honestly, I just love how real that dude is, how like sarcastically and like unapologetic he is about stuff. I love that. There's not enough honesty on this platform a lot of the time. So I see that and I'm just like, yes, thank you for this breath of fresh air. Oh my God. He's definitely one of the most underrated channels, I would say, personally speaking. And then we got the 8-Bit Ryan, and he's, again, another, I know I say this about everybody, but he's honestly another genuinely just really amazingly talented person and one of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life, not even just on YouTube, but in my entire life. I've never seen him say or like do anything mean. It's weird, but I actually got the privilege to meet him and hang out for a long time at PAX East that last year. And it was awesome. It was one of those types of people that I just like instantly clicked with. He's just on point. He is another next face of entertainment and the next level stuff on his channel for sure. He is such a workaholic. He is a workhorse. He works himself to like almost the brink of death. Like he could be super sick and he's still making videos just like, what's up guys? It's Ryan here and welcome to my death. He's just super dedicated to his community, and it's awesome to see someone with that level of dedication just still pumping things out even when he's not feeling his top-notch greatest. Me personally, I would just stay in bed. Another person that I definitely have taken ideas, inspiration from. Then honorable mentions of people that I don't really talk to or hang out much with anymore. But Zach Curry, Toasted Shoes, and Authentic Thomas, all great guys. And then someone I met recently as well that I haven't really done much stuff with, but he's just a really cool guy and really like fun to hang out with. I met him at PAX East and we hung out. And I met him at this PAX West, actually, and we hung out as well. And we're just kind of one of those friends that are like, we don't really talk a whole lot online, but when we meet up in person, we just like instantly click and hang out. And we're on the same wavelength and stuff like that. It's John Wolf. I should have mentioned the name before I said all that stuff. It's John Wolf. Yeah, great guy. He's just so, again, one of the most authentic people that I've ever met. And just how much of just himself he is. He doesn't try to water himself down at all. It's him. So deal with it. I really appreciate that about people, like all these people. I mean, these are all people that are very just genuine, and I think that's what I look for in friends. And of course, there's probably a lot of other people out there that I should thank and think about, but I'm just gonna leave it there for now. I appreciate every one of you out there. But yeah, this was just a time of reflection. I've been just like thinking about the past couple days of where I've started, where I've gone, and where I'm going, you know, and hopefully we'll keep it growing, keep things flowing, keep it showing while you're knowing this is why I don't rap. But I'm looking forward to another year of good times, of having fun, of just doing my thing, just being on this site and, you know, taking it a day at a time, because that's what you gotta do. I couldn't be more excited for the future. I'm really stoked to see how things grow, how things turn out. So thank you all for being a part of this channel, being the core of this, and you know, sticking around even though my stuff has changed and I've gone, you know, back and forth between things, and I've added new styles of contents to my channel. You guys seem to enjoy everything, and yeah, just thank you all so much. But here's to another year of more videos, of more YouTube, of more content, of more playing games, of more whatever comes, just whatever happens. You know, I'm excited, I'm stoked, I'm ready for more challenges, for more adventure. But either way, I will see you all in the next one, and remember to keep having fun. Bye-bye.